They said they can hear me, Andrew.
Here's where the
Can you hear me now? Oh.
I gotta make sure to shut it. When I leave it, anytime I leave it overnight, it just doesn't work right. The GoToWebinar.
Got it. So we're currently long the NASI here. Let's see if it takes out this high. We should see this start to ramp here pretty quick. Want to go through our routine?
Sure. Got the daily chart. We had yesterday's big spike up. Today's a normal retrace. You can see it on the 1 hour kind of extended, but it's kind of hanging in there. It's got a die. So what you'll see is that the
Can you pull up the NASI chart just in case we can watch that trade? Yeah, I mean, you can go through your structure. I just want to be able to have it up so I can see it.
I will do this.
Oh, there you go.
For oil, daily we had that spike, it's come back down. You could see how when you have a big spike up and it retraces more than 50%, that's a good spot to start to look to be long, actually. Unless it took out this low, but it didn't, so looks constructive.
NASDAQ's choppy here. I think it'd run more.
Yeah, it's a little bit no man's land. Uh, 15-minute crude. And there's the 5-minute. Let's go to S&P. I guess I did the S&P already. Just kind of hanging out in its range, so.
Yeah, for sure.
It's usually choppy the day after. Actually, this has been pretty decent movement compared to big moving days or days after the Fed.
Sure. Yeah.
Equities, but they've been in fantasy land for years, so why start now, right?
Exactly.
Trade wise, we're plus we're about up about $100 net of commissions. 12 crude and this is the second trade. Spread charts.
I want to see this NASI take out that. I mean, it just keeps getting whacked down.
Fine.
Well, I think you could. Dollar is still strong. So that was yesterday's big plunge, and we've come all the way back.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's kind of bearish for crude too.
Well, you had the Saudi Arabia thing come out overnight and say this is a U.S. problem and not a Saudi problem.
I agree. I think they're selling, like I was putting in the room, that they're selling every drop they pump and at Brent prices, which are higher. So it's a U.S. problem. Lower demand because the economy is slack. Fracking has added to the supply.
Exactly.
Over, get your chart back up. Got backing and filling right now. What's that?
Yeah, I gotta see this take out this.
Control. Get on.
Andrew's over there in the trade room, so it's a little. Sorry about the
A
background
little
noise.
loud again. Yeah.
It's all right. You guys want the real deal? You're going to get the real deal.
Can you go ahead and manage that NASI for me?
I
if
got
you
the
would?
Nasdaq, yeah.
Okay, good.
But it's kind of working its way out here.
We should see a take out this high here. Yep.
I don't know with crude. I know there's the old adage, if it's not going up, it's going down. But in this case, they kind of this is what I call whimper bottom. It was just drifting down, drifting down, drifting down, and then now it's starting to drift.
I can't hear you.
Drifting down, and now it's drifting up on crude. So you could see how the can't even get, because of these moves, you can't even see the 5-minute gold bands. They're down over here.
Yeah, they're way far away.
Way us. So I think because of the way, I guess you could see that went way up high here and down. So to me, it's kind of no man's land. We're about the halfway point on NASDAQ. So, and you could see we made a new high here compared to this versus. So S&P is definitely heavy.
Yeah.
You know.
Can you get me my charts, please?
Oh, sure. A little bit of a push to the new lows. Got this kind of, I don't even know what you call this pattern, a raised choppy flag. The S&P can hold the bottom.
Yeah.
It's just not. Not yet. I don't think it's time yet.
Hanging
Nasdaq.
out, huh?
Yeah, the Nasdaq's got to catch up. I do have to say, crude's been in a, what, 40-cent range? 50-cent range? Which for crude is pretty low
Pretty tight.
volatility. A little bit of boost. Crude's definitely starting to trade with the dollar more. I think it needs to go lower. One more level lower. Really needs to catch up to the S&P. People are asking about trading manually. So see, it has a stop and limit, and then if it gets modified or whatever, or enter or exit the trade with it manually. It's you have to definitely know how to use the ladder, and you definitely have to kind of be careful on what you're. I'm hesitant to say to use the auto OCO, because if you do that, then there's going to be limits and stops everywhere. I don't know. You think this is the time to blast out, or
That's what
We're gonna see. Maybe not in this push, but it's going to retest those highs.
oil doesn't know what to do. It's been beat down, and then it spiked up yesterday, and then now it's just what? What am I doing?
Yeah, I mean, that was a huge rally yesterday.
You're pretty much it's trading like it's stunned. Euro's been pretty good. And the euro didn't. Remember, these are both highly, this is 57% of the dollar index. And then it's oil is priced in dollars, obviously. So you would have liked to seen the euro up here at the same time. Now the euro did rally this time. But then it promptly fell back apart. So it should drag crude down unless it bounces here. Now we all know crude has a mind of its own. Let's see if we get the next level. Or at least get the top Bollinger. Or get 10 ticks, right? Anything?
Exactly.
I'll leave that kind of hidden there.
NASDAQ should retrigger here pretty quick, right?
Seems like it needs to work its way lower.
Got it.
Next one will be actually number 2. And there goes the euro. Down. You'll start to see the correlations between all these different markets. Basically, these two, the euro and... Should I leave this up?
Why not?
Why not? Let's go. I just everybody to say they can hear me. It's been heavy.
Just retesting old resistances, new support right now. You know. Let
Right.
the trade work out. You get out, you get out. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You get a nice push on the NASDAQ here, though.
The whole... Well, if it's... Let me move this.
Trying to put a lot on one screen.
Yeah. God, crude is just stuck.
Chop shop.
Let's go back over here. Look at that.
All my little lasers.
Was this a short over here? But then you got...
Yeah.
And then you got back in, right? Okay.
Yeah.
We can go through the trades here. So long stopped out. Long stopped out. Long again. break even. Oh, that was the modified. Never mind. Buy, sell it here, profit, short, buy, cover, profit, buy, profit. I guess that's short and stop out.
Go to the left. There's a short.
Oh, there, yeah, then short and then profit. So this kind of trade is really good. Has a trigger, takes it, stopped out. You know, it's kind of stop hunting. Probably a little bit too tight of a stop, but we're trying to be prudent here. And then
It's about to break out right now.
back at it, took another retrigger, and then caught the trade. That's tough for trading. Where was your long and short? He was over here. Long and then short, long and then short.
Yes,
Right
sir.
here. Long, profit, short, profit.
Long profit, short profit.
Right. This pattern is definitely working. You got higher lows, that's more bullish.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to break out that high.
You see that it struggles though. I could see it keep working back in here. Was that a break even?
Yes, sir.
That was 27.39.
Yeah, it hit it.
It hit 5 or 10, right? I don't know, the idea of 5 is good, but
Yeah.
depends on the time. Like now it starts to slow down, so you have to realize even if the average true range is going up, you still have to take your take into consideration upcoming news. Yesterday you might have been saying, wow, it's dead, nothing's going on, and you're standing in front of basically a steamroller.
Yeah, they were screaming buys.
And really you could have took the trade.
You should have heard the Energizer Bunny during that.
Ugh. See how crude?
Yeah, absolutely.
We could.
That pattern is just terrible. That's sawtooth pattern right now.
We're getting some support on the euro, though.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
After
try to
the-
get bottom
after
dolly
the-
on this one.
I think the closing outside one back in stay high. The dollar 15-minute chart is a more bullish version of the crude chart. So it's right at its high, ready to break out of that flag. Yeah, that's a interesting spot, right?
tells me that.
Yeah, I mean,
It's
we're
almost
chopping
like-
sideways, bottom bully.
You guys start.
So when you get in a range like we have on crude, let me pull it up here. You know, sometimes you got to get in and play with what the market gives you. So if you have a breakout system and you're like, okay, I'm going to buy here, yeah, you'd be up a little bit, and then right away it comes right back down, and you're down. Try and buy a breakout here, especially if you wait for the closing bar. You buy here to close. So this is why we take different systems and we have different methodologies on entries in order to be able to maximize what
Whatever
about that,
environment
driving
we're
the
in,
woods.
you know?
Yeah. I think it's almost base hit time or bunting.
Yeah.
I think this one you got a better entry, so you might be able to get 10, but
It's coiling.
you might want to just lock in. There you go. Chip away.
In the S&P on the sheet. You see that?
No, missed it by a tick.
Okay, good buy level.
It'll get it.
There it is. Not everybody.
Bada bing.
Because they're still, the offer never disappeared.
Exactly.
Let's go and check the people. At plus 130, the net is 67 after commission, so chipping away. Got to figure there'll be a pretty decent move later on.
You'd think so.
So now it's going to work. If it can hang here, could break out.
It's going to break it, yeah.
I don't know. Thinking it's got to work its way. You'd like to almost see it kind of like hang here for a couple candles sideways and then build enough to break out.
Yeah, yeah.
Euro keeps backing and filling too. I guess I could put that there and cover up the yen. You've got lower highs.
Exactly.
That's at what, 51, so
Nah, I think it's breaking out. I think it's going lower.
well, just they dropped 4.
Look at the S&P. Look how weak that is.
Right. I could see us printing a new low in the Nasdaq. Below here, catch up to S&P.
Nice move on the euro.
Okay.
Yeah, you need the euro to take this out, I think, before you get this to break out. But you got to like the price action. This is kind of like we've said, working. You could almost see that the price action is hanging out mostly in the higher half. Here's the midpoint, and here's the higher half.
We're gonna try breakout trades. How much is this spoiler?
Breakout trade?
Rally pretty strong. Yeah.
I don't know. There's no, remember what breakouts with buy.
Go to the upper band though. Oh yeah, I'll manage it. I got that part.
Where do you want? I'll just put a stop, 15 stop. I don't think it officially broke out.
No, it didn't. We were one penny too close.
As long as it holds in here, but that's why I'm looking at this bottom. It took out that. It's kind of a mixer. Euro's kind of. Breakout trading's tougher lately.
Not yesterday, it wouldn't have been.
You need a catalyst, and you need, obviously, well, news is the biggest catalyst of them all, but
Sure.
you definitely need a catalyst when it comes to breakout trading.
There's the breakout.
The breakout.
Yeah. Go ahead and expand that if you would.
Expand what? This chart?
Yeah. Go to a 5 minute.
You're going to do the, oh, I got to reload the chart. Please hold. You put your stop at the bottom of the band, bottom of the panel.
It's almost like
Okay.
Go 33.
Yeah, below the low of that candle, yeah.
33. I don't know. It's either going to blast to the top Bollinger or it's going to be a failed breakout, right?
Go to a 5 minute again.
I don't know why it always reminds me of the carnival.
You got to take those off. You can't see the chart.
Kidding.
No such thing. Got to take your signals.
Oh, let me auto fix it. Looking on here, I don't know. The numbers are off, but it could rally 50 cents from here.
Yes, sir.
Maybe the one time we're in it, it's going to do a dollar spike. I was at hedge fund once, and there was some kind of, he had a really good news service. And we were sitting there watching, and I was showing him how the software was working, and it was literally like, and he was short, and it dropped, I don't know, $2.50 in 2 prints.
Yeah. Watch the euro break out here and take this crude higher.
Over here.
Yep.
I don't know. Crude's on its own. I think it makes another 10-cent spurt. I would take half off, how they say it.
A half on a one lot.
Short of,
There goes the euro.
short of the NASDAQ. Yeah, the top band's another 5-10 cents. Where do you want to lock in? 45? Or
Right there.
lock it in? I hear that.
What do we make on that guy?
We're at probably about $200. We're at plus 233.
Rallying, that's why.
Nice. Little communion money.
Plus 230.
Little communion money. Just chip,
Right.
chip, chip. Yeah. So that's what I was showing you guys. What you guys have seen just today is kind of the expansion of some of our signals. If you noticed, we've had 3 systems. We've had our traditional kind of trending system. You guys saw a Bollinger Band system, which is in a choppy market where we're basically long and short the market. So the market comes down, we buy it. When it goes up, we sell it, and then we short it. And then the other system you guys just saw was a breakout system. So yeah, we jumped the gun a little bit, and you guys noticed that we should have had it 1 cent higher for the breakout. If it would have been 1 cent higher, we would have taken no heat in that trade. Because once it broke 41s, resistances, or what an uptrend is, excuse me. An uptrend is a failure of resistance, meaning that as the market moves higher, it keeps putting in higher highs and higher highs and higher highs and higher highs and higher highs. And remember, what a downtrend is a failure of support. It keeps putting in lows and lows and lows and lows and lows. So depending on your trend, and this was basically coiling to break out to go into an uptrend, that's what we're seeing here on this particular trade. So you're seeing different systems working, different systems making money simultaneously. I hope that makes sense.
Clear as mud. No, it makes perfect sense. Shooting in the
So what you
moon.
guys are seeing now is expanded range momentum, an increase in momentum.
And for me, it's the quintessential. You got both going up. We're right coming out of a kind of a congestion zone out of the midpoint. It probably is going here. Although these are expanding due to the volatility, so it could
Yeah.
be. Red could be it for sure. This is where I'd take the second runner off. Or just get flat. It's a good trade. Let's go. Is Richard in the room, Andrew?
Not in ours, I don't believe so.
Okay. Maybe it's probably best not to anyway.
Yes, go back.
Little early there, huh?
Exactly.
No?
Yeah.
And an
Yeah.
hour later.
Yeah.
You scare me with the standing in front of the second to jump off on the tracks. No.
Exactly. Chart so I can see it.
Usually when it gets that
Maybe
kind
gonna
of
push lower here. Yeah.
when it gets that kind of momentum going, it now I got the euro ready to break out.
He
Could see it right
exactly
here.
agrees with it.
This is gonna, if it breaks down, it's gonna break here, and then we're gonna be clear sailing on the. But this is gonna act as support. This red MA here.
I think it's gonna blast off, but
So it makes a market, right? Two different opinions. Not to say you're not right. I'm just saying. I mean, that's what causes. It's just hovering though, which I'm with you on that.
See, USO just made a new high for the day, Rick. You see that? Yeah.
and when you get that kind of fast
Man, we
move,
weren't
you gotta
playing
let it
this
settle down
focused
before
on
you
that.
think of going short.
See what I mean? Instead of what we were, but
Something's going on with it.
that's
Yeah.
what I wanna see.
A little snappy.
Let it push to its new high.
Yep. Got a number of 45.89 over here.
Oh yeah. Is that the hourly?
That is the 4 hour.
Okay.
You knew it was coming. Stop
Oh, I can predict it to the second.
it.
Like 3, 2, 1. Pew! I've got my little Jedi figurine here for you. But with all the lasers going on all day, you'd think you'd have Star Wars go in the background or
Just
something.
to take profit
Exactly.
level on,
Usually it's sell off, hold, retest, and then smack down. But if it was rumors or just like nowadays, it seems there's a lot of illiquidity in the market. So a big fund comes in and says, I need to buy 1,000 contracts or whatever the number is that they need to buy 10,000 contracts. It literally moves the market. I think all the algos volume in this up move. Yeah, if you have that handy, if you're busy, I get it.
No, it's actually fairly strong. But
Yeah.
go to a 5-minute.
what do you
Okay,
want to
good
see?
stop
What don't
location,
you want
good.
to see?
We need to see a close blow. We need to see how this is going to trade around the 71, 73s. Yep.
Be a nice bearish engulfing. I guess technically it's not. So
No,
candlesticks
it's
are
not an engulfing, but that's current support 71. Right there.
right.
Yeah, 73s. Yeah.
You want the 5 or the 1?
Leave it on the 1. That's fine. I just wanted to see it on the 5 to see where my stop is located.
But that's just me. In today's corrective day, you know, you might.
Let's see what we got here. So this is what I was talking about. You've got the sell-off, the little.
I need that I need that failed low right here is what I need on
You
70.
need to take out 7.
Then I'll adjust, 75, and then my stop will go to break even here. And it'll blast if it breaks.
Euro kind of came in pretty good.
Yeah.
The fact that it didn't have a bigger spike up here is more bearish.
You got to see what happens here at the 73. That's crucial.
Right. You've got a possible smile by coming.
I know. That's what I'm waiting for.
need to have it break down right now. Like
the crude's driving the S&Ps up or down.
Nazi's tanking
Yeah,
it,
it's all the
taking out the lows.
Well, every other risk asset tested or retraced most of the move, but
Yeah. Can you hit the
Fantasy
wire?
Island for quite some time.
Yeah, let's.
Unbelievable.
Can you check the newswire and see you got newswires coming out?
I don't see anything. Check the other news. I think it's so funny on how the media is trying to push this rate raise. When are they raising rates? They're raising. I mean, you keep telling me it's sunny out, but the rain is hitting me in the head.
3.25.
So funny. It just cracks me up.
So, all right, guys, we gotta go. We'll see you on the wrap-up call.
And
Are
that's
you here?
when you could have learned to put in a stop.
We'll see you guys later. My audio's cutting out. See you in the wrap-up call.